Well, let's start the recording here. We're going to recolor a black and white photograph. Not the one you can see on the screen already, but one I've got sitting in iCloud that I got from unsplash.com. So let's open it from the cloud. And there it is. It's called Talis LV's Recolor Black and White, just down near the bottom there. And there we go. We've got the black and white image imported. Now the first thing we need to do is add the adjustment layer for recolor, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth item down on the right hand menu. See that? Adjustment Studio, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down. Okay, let's hit that, and you've got a whole section of different adjustments you can make to your image immediately. And what we're looking for is the recolor adjustment. There it is there, the coloured one. Recolor. Just tap that and the adjustment recolor is applied to your image. Now that's not much good the way it is, and you would think that we need to change that because we're going to firstly change the skin tone. Now you would think you use the colour, and you can set that if you like, but it won't make any difference. Let's go to the hue, somewhere around there. It might be a skin colour 32 and a saturation of about 25. Makes no difference, because what we need to do is, but you can check that and look for your colours separately. But I happen to know in this case the hue is 222 and it's actually 222.8. So let's set the hue to that. Changes that. We don't want it overpowering, so the saturation would be 25. Let's make it a 25% saturation. Click OK. That's changed the saturation back. Now what we're going to do is select the paintbrush. See, on the left hand side you've got your paintbrush tool. So let's select the paintbrush, and just using your finger, I've set the pixel width, bottom left hand corner there, to 84 pixels, which is probably way too big for this image. So let's see what happens. Just starting in the forehead and painting in the hue. Now you may think that's an odd skin tone. Well, perhaps it is. But for this session, we'll start with that because we might go back and change it. If you want to start from scratch, of course, you just go back through your history and undo what you've been doing here. You'll notice I haven't taken my finger off the screen. So the history should be fairly continuous. Now, are we going into the hair? Yes, because there's a little bit of a scalp visible under the hair. This works a lot better if you use a pen tool, an Apple pen. Don't try and use the lookalikes or the capacitance ones. They just don't work. Get yourself an Apple pen. I've tried that. Doesn't work. Waste of money and time. Just get an Apple pen. You can get them second hand on eBay for a reasonable price, or you can buy one new for perhaps a not so reasonable price, but there you go. Now I'm going to go all around here. There's a little bit of skin tone in her lips there, so don't forget those. She's puffing madly away on that cigar, and the smoke is blowing out, but that's getting coloured too. Just going down her neck there. Still haven't taken my finger off the screen, although you can do that, of course. I'm just being pedantic about that. That menu bar normally moves out the way, but it's decided it's not going to do it now. The side has, but the bottom hasn't. Notice that? Oop, there we go. No, now I've messed up the whole thing. Take your finger off, back on. Brush is still selected. And now it's jumped out of the way. Good. I I can do the rest of the skin tones right down at the bottom of the image. But that'll do for the time being. That's very rough, but it's doable. Okay, how it went.